doing something very interesting that we have to be at the airport really early for. And it's not the GA airport. We are going to the big boy airport. That's right, everyone. We bought November 5930 uniform back. We tracked down the owner in Florida and convinced him to sell her back to us. We've made so many memories in this plane, and we're so excited to make even more. It's been a part of the family for over 25 years, and now we get to keep adding to that. Some afternoon storms rolled in, so we had to wait them out before heading north toward Ohio. Alright folks, so we're getting ready to blast off here at Venice Airport with the 140. Just went through the pre-buy, looked through everything, got the borescope and all that out. Everything checks out, so we are getting ready to head out and head north toward Valdosta, Georgia, which is where we're planning to spend the night. We just had a couple storms blow through here, but back where we're heading, that way, it's a little bit clearer. Everything seems to have been passed through now, so planes are back up and flying around, and we're going to do the same. As we headed out over Florida, we had one primary mission: to listen to what the plane was telling us. Our goal was to get as far north as possible, but do it safely. We were flying a plane that we hadn't flown in over 3 years with systems we weren't proficient in, so we needed to be on our A game. As the sun started to set, we got hit with some instrument and electrical issues, so we decided to cut it short and land safe in Ocala, Florida. Well, folks, you will see right now I am not in the plane. We had to land short tonight. A couple little issues that we were having. First, the map light wasn't working, and I don't know if that's because that bulb just burned out. It was working. We turned the lights off, and then we turned them back on, and it didn't work anymore. Also, we weren't getting all of our panel lights, I don't think. Either that or they were really dim. Not sure which, but we couldn't really tell while we were flying. And then the second thing that happened is the AI failed. So it just completely was crooked, and and fell down. And I don't know whether it was a vacuum thing. We were getting good suction, or more likely it's a problem with the instrument itself, because everything else, the GG and everything, seemed fine. So we decided to land, and we got to figure those issues out before we head back here tomorrow. So we landed in Ocala, Florida, rather than our stop in Georgia that we were planning. So we're just gonna have a little bit further to go tomorrow, after we figure some of this stuff out, and hopefully get it all taken care of. But anyway, we're just staying in the Hampton. We're gonna go find some food. I think we're going to Olive Garden, so soup and salad. We pick up day 2 at Shelter, the FBO in Ocala, Florida. Little did we know the night before when we landed, but this would be one of the prettiest FBOs we've ever seen, with some of the friendliest staff. One of the staff members was particularly interested in our story and gave us t-shirts to commemorate this stop on our journey home. After that, we packed up the plane and headed north toward Tennessee. But we are in Dublin, Georgia, I think is the name of the airport, and we just filled up with fuel, and we're getting ready to head to Knoxville. I think that's probably as far as we're gonna make it today, but we are getting ready to take off here, and that'll probably be our last stop. And Monday we'll have to come back from there, which shouldn't be too long a flight. I think it's under 3 hours up to Columbus. We got into some turbulence on the descent into Knoxville, but once we cleared the mountain ranges, everything smoothed out. After landing, we got the airplane tucked in, and then we caught a shuttle back to the hotel. Luckily, there was an Applebee's there, so we were able to grab some dinner. After that, we headed back to the hotel to watch some football, and then we got a late night bite at Taco Bell before calling it a night. Alright folks, in theory this should be our last day flying, and in all practicality it's going to be. I think we have a little under a 3-hour flight back up to OSU here from Knoxville, Tennessee. Weather looks good all the way up except for when we get just close. It's marginal VFR, but we're hoping that'll clear. We actually pushed back our departure this morning, so a little bit later, so that hopefully that marginal area will clear out before we get up there. We'll update you guys when we get to the airport. After we got back to the airport, we filled up with fuel, put some oil in the engine, and headed out on the final leg of our journey home.
Here we are at Ohio State University Airport. 5930 uniform has just made the return trip back to the Hawley family. So Caleb and I just landed here a little while ago, and Josh and Julia have come out to check out the plane. I think they're pretty happy with it. We know we got some squawks to fix, but nothing earth-shattering. And we're excited to have her back in the family. It's been 3 years, and it was I think Caleb and I, it took us about 10 hours flight time, and we spent a couple days with weather getting back from Venice, Florida to Ohio State University Airport, where she's going to be tied down here for a while. Josh is going to finish his pilot's license up in her, and then we'll start working on some upgrades.
It's not lost on us how blessed and fortunate we are to be able to share this journey as a family. Aviation is in many ways generational, and I know for a fact that I would not be where I am in my love of flight and passion for being a pilot without the influence of my father. This airplane is part of our family. It's been in the family for longer than I have, and it's allowed my family to make memories before I was even born. To think that the same airplane took my family across the country in the 1990s, allowed me to fly for the very first time as a baby, and then saw me solo and become a pilot in high school is just incredible. What's even more special is that we were able to bring her home, and that we now have even more opportunities to make memories as a family and experience aviation together. The story of our family's ties to our Piper Cherokee 140 is proof that you don't necessarily need the biggest, fastest, most high-tech aircraft to build a lifetime of great memories.